1970 Pontiac Catalina, all original except for the paint, the wheels of course, and the air ride. It's got the original 350 motor in it, rebuilt with the TH 350 transmission. 84,000 and some change original miles. Got it painted. Paint's not the best. There are some flaws in the paint. You can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. I think a good wet sanding will probably be in order, but it's a driver. Not 100% show quality, but it's not too far from being one. Got 22-inch custom smoothie wheels with the Pontiac caps, Pirelli 255 30-22 tires. Got the dual exhaust, and you can see all original interior in pretty good condition. I don't know if you can see that, but the headliner's near perfect. We got a few blemishes. The seats in real good condition. Got a little bit of fraying over there on the passenger side, stitching there, but it's not too bad at all. No holes, no wear. It looks real good. We've got a, you can see there, 84,704 miles currently. That'll go up because I like to drive it as much as possible. The fuel gauge does not work currently. You've got all your systems controls there. You can see the light there for the alarm. It's got the two-way alarm. With the digital display on it. See no cracking on the dash. Dash is in pretty good condition. No heat or AC currently. There is a compressor, and it's not hooked up right now. I'm not sure if it's locked up. And then the heater core was removed because it was leaking, and we just didn't replace it. Doesn't affect drivability at all, but obviously you don't have any heat right now. You can see the front end, pretty good shape. Got a couple little blemishes right here in the lower part of the grill. Car was like that when I got it. You can also see the lack of quality in the paint job because you got a little bit of chipping there. This is fiberglass, so it's a lot more difficult for the paint to adhere to it, but it's kind of chipping behind the grill there. Hood's in pretty good shape. Got a few blemishes. Right now I can't really see them, and if I could, you probably couldn't see them, but there are some blemishes throughout the car. Like I said, it's not perfect. There is some chipping in the paint and the primer. Most notably here on the passenger rear door. You can see that there. And on the top portion of the passenger rear door here. Again, I mean, I got it repainted, and the guy really didn't do that great of a job. The wheels are probably the roof are probably the best parts of the paint job. Nothing else is really that great to speak of. It's probably about a 20-footer. Looking at it from 20 feet, it looks good, but get up close on it, it's going to have some flaws. This little dent right here in the rear bumper was there when I purchased the car. Chrome is in pretty good shape. A little bit of chipping here and there. There's some trim. Here's the original trim. Didn't replace that when I got the car painted, but the car was painted. The trim was removed. The trim is not the greatest, but it works. Again, you can see one of the wheels here, and it's not washed. I haven't washed it in about 3 or 4 days, and I've been driving it, so it would look a little better when it's washed. So let me start her up here. And the rear deck, it does need to be reupholstered. Got some brand new Pioneer 6x9s in there. There is a amplifier and a subwoofer in the trunk, but that won't come with the car. I've also got some custom kick panels that were made by the previous owner. They're not the best quality, as you can see here. I do have the original kick panels, but you can see there I have 2 Pioneer 6.5 speakers in them. You can see the carpet here. I have not vacuumed the car. You can see the carpet's in really good condition. This here is the wiring for one of those is the plug to plug into your phone to play through the stereo, and then you've also got the control box for the air ride, which has 7 switches. You've got all 4 corners, the front and back simultaneously, and the middle is all the bags. Each one has bags on it. So that's pretty much it for now. So that's the front seat, and you can get a closer view right here on the stitching. So you could probably fix that and then it'll be okay. Like I said, I mean, the interior to be 45 or so years old is in excellent condition. To not be something that was stored in a heated garage or anything like that. You can see the back seat here, great condition. You get a look at the headliner right there. Got the original dome light cover. You can see the backs of the seats here, flawless pretty much. So let me start her up for you. You hear the compressors kicking on for the air ride. A little bit of discoloration here on the center of the steering wheel. Nothing too bad. Hear a little whine there. I've got a kind of an alternator whine going through the amplifiers. The amplifiers will be removed, so you won't have that alternator whine coming through the speakers. Everything works. There's your windshield washers, wipers I should say. Got your lights here. Got your controls obviously for the heater, but again, the heater or AC does not currently work. It's not currently hooked up. There's the original stereo. Obviously it's not hooked up because we have the aftermarket unit down here. Original lighter, it works. There's a little courtesy light there, that works. And then you've got your ashtray, of course, glove compartment. Original glass, I believe, it's real thick glass, so I have no reason to believe that all the glass around has been replaced at some point. I think it's original. There is a little bit of chipping in the glass, obviously over time from rocks and stuff like that, but no cracks in the glass. Glass looks good for the most part. Got your original seat belts up here. You can see the dome light is on. Now I'm gonna open the hood for you. See the original 350. It's got a Powermaster 140 amp alternator, Interstate top of the line AGM battery, brand new. Alternator's brand new. Original air cleaner cover. Brand new spark plug wires and plugs. I think the carburetor needs to be adjusted a little bit. The float is sticking. I had it rebuilt, but the guy didn't do the greatest job, so it doesn't want to go back in place like it should. Doesn't want to snap back, but it runs. But you can really feel it on the freeway. It is, I think, sucking in a little more air. The air to fuel ratio is not right because the float is not set where it's supposed to be. Turn the lights on real quick. The high beam, or I'm sorry, the low beams work just fine, but the high beams for some reason aren't working. I did get a new switch for them, or a new old stock switch. It was not working correctly, so I got to send that back and get a new floor switch. Depending upon when you get your car, that's like one of those small things. It may or may not come with one. I can't promise anything. But your headlights, as well as your tail lights, work just fine. And let's air up the bags. See, it's a lot quieter in here because the compressor's cut off. So I'm going to lift up the front first and the back. And I'm going to show you the stance when it's fully aired up. See, it's I'd say it's probably just above original ride height when it's fully aired up. And then obviously we can do them independently. That's the rear. Let's do it front. Take it back to full drop mode. Now there are some leaks in the airbags on the fittings that attach to the top of the airbags, not the airbags themselves. They're perfect. Actually, the whole system is brand new. However, when the guy put the air ride on, he used a liquid sealer on the threads for the fittings instead of the tape, and there is a pretty good leak, I'd say, in all the bags. It'll hold up. It's only minutes, where it should be quite a bit longer than that. So I find myself constantly having to air it up when I'm driving and whatnot, but doesn't really affect drivability overall, but it's definitely something that you want to basically take the airbags off, undo the fittings, wrap them up with Teflon tape and put them back on, and they should be good. It's got a 8-valve system, 5-gallon tank, and a 2 Viair 444C compressors. That's the conclusion of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm asking right now $18,000 or best offer. It's a pretty fair price for a really good looking car that gets a lot of attention. I've won some trophies at all the shows I've attended, and I get, my goodness, I get people coming up to me all the time asking me about it and complimenting me on it, and it's crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.